Hi Taurus, this is going to be a love and relationship reading for February 2021. Let's look at these cards together, Taurus. I've been shuffling for a while now. I'm just going to loosen these up a little, but I would like to just say that this energy for the reading is fluid. So if this applies to you, take what resonates. Maybe if you're in a current relationship, it could be about a past relationship. I will also provide secondary insight to and perspective for the single Taurus watching this video who is looking for love. All right, let's get into these cards and see what's coming up then for Taurus for February 2021, Taurus. So I've got the Page of Swords, the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Cups. This is the Nine of Wands, Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Death card, Queen of Coins, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so we've got a lot of fulfillment here, but individual work too. Okay, so this is the bottom of the deck. You've got recently some breakthrough with the person that you're dealing with, some way of communicating and greater clarity. This is this sort of eureka moment in your mind when you kind of get a breakthrough or something begins to make sense. So I feel like you have just been kind of awarded a greater sense of clarity and like a better ease with communication. There has been a miscommunication with this Page of Swords in reverse in the middle of the reading. So yeah, like the page reversed attitude can be very snippy, very judgmental, very critical, very harsh in how they communicate with this sword, and kind of choppy, you know, or like hurt feelings are kind of indicated when I see that in a relationship reading. But Hermit is saying that there had to been some personal, you know, you had to take some time out personally to kind of come to terms with these crosswords or arguments that have been happening in your relationship. But like, I feel like there has been luckily a breakthrough of communication now indicated here with this sword. Like, we're learning from that. We're kind of not repeating those mistakes. And it kind of came from you going into hermit mode, going into this sort of, like thinking about your actions, like recognizing the kind of things that you do bring into conflict or bring in to your conversations. That's kind of a reflective card. So yeah, like you might have had to kind of, I feel like, appeal to this person that you're with. There's a lot of cups here. So I've got Three of Cups, I've got the Knight of Cups, indicating and Death card. This could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. This, and I have like two Pisces cards here. And with Jupiter and Pisces too. So I feel like it could be a water sign, Scorpio or Pisces that you're dealing with. And you might have to you've realized that in order to move forward and kind of get past this sort of hurt words or arguments or whatever came up as a miscommunication, you have to appeal to their kind of softer nature, their emotional side, the person you're with. You have to, you've figured out a way basically to communicate with this person, like what they kind of need, what their love language is essentially, because deep down in this relationship, there is like a lot of cup energy here at the bottom of the reading. It's like, this is all about the bliss that you share with this person. Like a gorgeous scene. You probably have a really nice place together, a space you like to go together, hang out in. And it is like deep down, it's very fulfilling. You wouldn't want to see it go. There is a sort of part of you though that does think, do I walk away from this? Do I move away from this? Do I kind of put an end to something? And you know what? I don't think it's your relationship. You have to maybe walk away from when this person kind of comes out, or this kind of cycle in your relationship, when the kind of arguments start, or like there's just like a very critical, like, and often for no reason, you know, other than maybe like based in one of the person's sort of insecurity about what's going on, something like that, because deep down there's a lot of love there, but I guess you are just kind of have been hermit mode considering things. I feel like this energy of being at home or being in a really nice space together is coming up again. And I do think that this is a person that you want to build something with for the long run. Maybe you have plans for even a family with this person, maybe you already do have, but I think you at the very least are thinking about living together. This is a very like domesticated energy. There does seem to be some sort of a weight on this situation playing out. You're very much wanting to, for some of you, to take the next step in terms of something to do with the home and living area of your life, but you know what, there is like some sort of just patience required on getting that done. You're in it together though, like you're working towards the same things, but you're both definitely, I think, still feeling and like reeling a little over whatever this kind of crossword was. It was like just a misunderstanding actually, that maybe you just was maybe one of many, but it wasn't too serious. I don't think it was, maybe even not so noticeable to both of you, but you just kind of realized it was something that had happened again and again. Ultimately, this is a great read card to see, leaving the reading, the 9 of Cups. So total emotional fulfillment usually, kind of just feeling really good in your relationship, really understood, really compatible. So I like to see that a lot, Taurus. And this isn't nothing that I don't think was too even maybe noticeable. As I said, it was just something that triggered in you and you're like, oh, this has come up in our relationship so many times now. I really need to think about how I speak to the person I'm with or who I'm dealing with, or maybe that was vice versa and you were considering that. I think it was maybe more on your end, to be honest, Taurus, because I kind of think that your person is maybe the more might be more of the receptive of the sort of duo. They're kind of reflecting on your words too, you know, so they may have had a kind of punch or like a lasting impact, you fear, but ultimately you've just thought of a better way to address things and still not have to sacrifice anything of yourself, but a better way to communicate with the person that you're with. I think better communication all around is looking really good for you guys. Let's look at this then if you are single then, Taurus. Okay, so something didn't go well in terms of the last like kind of person you were chatting with, or you know, maybe you guys only got to texting phase, or you got to whatever it has been, emailing, or you know, maybe you've been meeting up or doing virtual calls, but then something kind of, yeah, there was like a kind of not even a ghosting, yeah, possibly a ghosting, right? Yeah, there was like a ghosting of this person. Ultimately, I think that, okay, so crazy kind of text just went wrong, or you just stopped hearing from them maybe. The Hermit is like, you know what, that person had a lot of stuff to work out. They had a lot of stuff to kind of tend to for themselves, and you know, I see this Knight of Cups energy being kind of like the person that you're hooking up with, or the person that could have been, they might be coming back into the picture, and you know, they've been giving you some thought too, but ultimately I think you're ready for something fresh. Death card coming up here is telling me you're ready for something kind of like a reinvention of yourself, of your relationship. Maybe you'll be going for somebody that's a little bit different. I do see that there is still feelings involved on some level for, in the deeper part of the reading, kind of you know, but they're now just fond memories, Taurus. I think you still have feelings for somebody, not that it's going to spill over and even affect your current trajectory of getting with somebody from this reading. It's more like, you know, these are good fond memories, and but you know, ultimately you're very much happy to leave them in the past, move on from them, always remember fondly, I guess. The 9 of Wands does suggest that before whatever the incident that played out, it was kind of like there was like already a challenge that had been overcome for you in terms of your relationship with this person that you kind of were with, or even somebody different. There had just been a lot of, I feel like, relationship challenges in the past, and right now though, by the end of the month, you're definitely going to be feeling really good about yourself. I think that even in terms of, even not just in terms of relationship and love, I think this is a really good energy of being very self-fulfilled, happy in what you're doing. It's very abundant too, so like even coming through for even like a nice shopping spree, I see a lot with this, or just like treating yourself. I think that you're going to have a really nice end of the month to yourself even. I think just you're play the game still. Definitely be engaging at the moment. Definitely, I feel like you are probably still reaching out to people, communicating with people, and I think definitely keep that up. I think that your confidence is going to be definitely boosted by the end of the month. So that's basically what I have for the Taurus watching. I do have February readings available on my channel. For, you know, they cover a whole range of things: career, work, family, all different things, whatever is coming up. They're available on my YouTube right now. And if you haven't shared, liked, or subscribed to this channel yet, please consider doing so. Have a good month, Taurus.